everybody, and welcome back to the Adventures in Collecting YouTube channel, where we take a closer look at the toys we talk about on the show, and I'm on the couch today. That's not because I'm laid up or anything, it is because I need a little bit more space than I usually have at my desk. The reason for that is our friends at Playmates sent us a little package, and by a little package, I mean a rather large package. Quick backstory. So I am a child of the late 80s. I was born in 1988. So I kind of missed the trend on what I'm about to show you. However, as I have mentioned on the show many times and mentioned here on YouTube, my brother is 7 years my senior, so a lot of the things that I played with as a kid were the things that he played with as a kid, as brothers or siblings tend to do. So one of the things that I was most fond of, even though I had no idea, and frankly, still don't have super grandiose familiarity with, was Voltron. The vac metal die cast, take it apart, put it back together, robot. Did a lot of, fought a lot of battles against some of my other kaiju sized things, much like my Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Zord, Godzilla, all sorts of fun big monster toys. So here we are, 40 years later. We are celebrating the 40th anniversary of Voltron. So Playmates has issued the full Voltron set here. When put together, this set will form a 16-inch combiner of Voltron. All 5 lions are part of the set. We've even got some sounds.
We will defend this planet. Hagar's Rubies is about to have a bad day.
So we've got 60 sounds built into the Black Lion here. They are calling this their Legendary series. So, here is the box for the Black Lion. And then almost on like single-carded packaging, we have the other lion. So we have the blue lion, the yellow lion, the red lion, and of course, the green lion. So these will form, when put together, a 16-inch Voltron. So what we're going to do now is we're going to open just one of these, and one of the Black Lions, and then rather than cut into the light box, which is not large enough to fit a 16-inch action figure in, I don't think. We'll see. We'll see about that. We're going to put it together. So we're just going to do this here on this video, just like this. So let's start with the red lion here. Actually, no, I take that back. Start with the black lion. Let's open the big one first. So in proper unboxing fashion, which usually you guys don't get to see because through the power of editing I cut away. Yeah, I really enjoyed playing with this as a kid. I didn't really, like I said, didn't really have too many touch points with the show. I think obviously I remember seeing reruns and what have you of it, but quick look at the inside of the box here. He's nice and packed in there tight. So if you were planning on keeping this in the box and not building this, the presentation is pretty nice, and he's in there rather securely, so I don't think he's going anywhere. I mean, these are full big fat zip ties here that I'm cutting through. Yes. All right, so let's get this guy out. All right, so we've got our black lion here. He's all banded together, but he's got his wings. Obviously, the face is visible in the mouth. The mouth opens here. So, really neat. I seem to remember, a more vac metal treatment. Obviously, as time has gone on, vac metal. Not only not the easiest thing to do, but it doesn't always hold up the best. But as you can hear, as I kind of crunch through these,
Defender of the universe.
we've got ratcheted joints here throughout. So nice stiff joints. These should hold really well. There actually even is some metal. I'm trying not to hit the button because I don't want it to be super loud. But you can see that the joints even have some metal pieces in them. I was reading somewhere, might have been or looking somewhere, might have been our friend. Oh, I'm just gonna turn him off here with the off switch so that way I don't hit it by mistake. Friend of the pod, Toy Shiz, in his video, I think he was saying that this might be a re-release, or even Pixel Dan might have said that this is a re-release of a previous version of Voltron. All that's lost on me. I'm looking at this just kind of in terms of the cool factor of what it is and how good it is at what it does. So black line, really cool. Let's open one of the little ones, and then we'll cut to me assembling this. So like I said, these are on single cards, so you know they just kind of pop open like a normal action figure, and they are held together with just a little bit of like the biodegradable rope. So I'm just gonna cut through this, and we'll pop him out. Actually, the red line comes with the giant sword. I'm sure it has an official name, and I'm terribly screwing it up. Blazing sword comes with the blazing sword. So yeah, so like I said, Voltron for me was always something that I played with. I loved the toys, even without being familiar with the source material. Like I said, much more of a thing for Dave, but you know, sometimes the best toys, like, and you know, we've all experienced this before when we're at you know, when we were kids and at a store, when we saw a toy that just kind of looked cool, didn't matter where it was from, you know, as long as it was a cool toy. And nowadays I think we've kind of taken that for granted, because so many of the toys that and collectibles that we pick up are something that's nostalgic, right? It's from a property we know. It's from, you know, wrestling. It's from a superhero. It's from something. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, don't get me wrong. I love getting toys from the properties that I love. But at the same time, I think there's something really to be said to just a good, like, fun-looking toy, right? That has great features and great play features, and you know, there's a lot you can do with it. And this is a great example, I mean, of that. I mean, like, really, you know, you have these awesome lions, robot lions that have, you know, blasters on the side of them. I mean, this one even has the rocket firing. I'll try to get it on camera here. Maybe, oh, top, there we go. Whoa, that went far. But yeah, it's these are cool. I mean, they look like how I remember them looking. You know, obviously looking at the pictures of Voltron on the packaging, you know, they seem like they're fairly accurate without, you know, again, without the vac metal treatment. So give me a moment. Let me open the rest of these. Let me open the rest of these up. They all kind of have the same feature, right? Each one of them has some sort of rocket firing or missile firing effect, along with these weapons that just port into their kind of shoulder joints here, so that way you can fire weapons. So let me open up the rest of the cats, and we'll come back and we'll put them together. Let's go. Alright, I'm back. So as you can see, I actually was able to get Voltron here in the light box. So you did see it fully assembled, but I took it back apart, and I wanted to show you just a little bit about how that works. So of course, each of the smaller cats transforms into either a foot, or an arm. And they're all, you know, pretty clever and pretty straightforward transformations. I mean, pegs come out of the shoulders, tails fold in, legs all fold in, legs fold in to make like a standard foot shape. And then what's really fun is the way that this kind of transforms. So the legs, you just kind of fold them out straight, so that way they are into pegs, so that way they can go straight into the boot part. And then there's a little compartment on the arms here that pops open to store the other paw. So that just folds in and closes. Same on this side. So this one pops up, folds in, and closes there. And then for the wing pieces, you want to make sure that those are up, because your arms are going to rotate backwards. And then these lock into place. And then you can see with the head, the face is hidden inside the mouth. Two pieces come down to make a little bit of a crown. And you can see it's already kind of coming together here. But now, exposed, you can see that you have 2 holes for the arms, 2 slots for the legs. I'm gonna make sure I'm looking at the picture here, which, by the way, each figure comes with an awesome little diagram here telling you how to transform it into its individual piece, and then how it actually ports into the full Voltron robot. So we've got yellow on the left, and there's just a little door that opens there, and it clicks right in. And then to release, you use that same door, you just push on it, and it comes out. So but it clicks in, nice satisfying click there. And then we'll get the other leg on, same thing. So you can see two nice satisfying clicks there. And this thing he's big. All right, and then our green is on this side. So again, you have your little key that pops out, and it just ports right in. I didn't have it popped out all the way. And you'll know if you're not doing it right either, because, like right now, it won't fit. So it only fits on the side that it's supposed to go on. You can see it fits nice and easily on that side. I have my left and right screwed up, and then I'll turn this around so you can see the last piece here go in, and then the red one is in, and then you have your full 16-inch Voltron, and then, of course, his sword. The sword has a little key on the side of it, and if you look inside the spring-loaded mouth, on the top there, you'll see there's a little hole. So all you have to do, open that up, and the little key goes into the mouth, so that way the hand holds the sword, nice and snugly there. But this is super cool, and the same goes for the shield here. You can put the shield in the other hand, and again, same thing. There's a little key, and it just goes in on the key. I'm just trying to get it there. There we go. There we go. So he can hold that. So I'm gonna hold that as well. All the weapons too. All the weapons that have mouth parts can all go in the different respective mouth parts, and they all fit in there, which is really nice. But this thing has a considerable amount of articulation, given the complicated kind of system that you have here. Again, all of those ratcheted joints are super necessary, because there's significant heft to this. But he's got effectively double jointed knees, because you have the joint in the actual knee itself, and then the actual assembly piece. So you get a really, really wide range of movement out of here. He can almost practically do a split. You don't have a diaphragm turn on him when he's assembled, but it's pretty wild.
Team. Let's get out of here fast.
I keep turning him on by mistake.
Ready to form Voltron. Activate interlock. Dynatherms connected. Infracells up. Mega thrusters are go. Form feet and legs. Form arms and body. And I'll form the head. Go Voltron. Form blazing sword.
really, really neat. The sound effects change depending on what's plugged in where, which is really, really cool. But even in the arm, you get you get some pretty wide range of motion there from the shoulders, as well as up and down there, and then even the lion's heads twist, so you do get wrist articulation as well. So I mean, you could get him into some pretty fun poses. The head turns almost all the way, which is nice. There we go. So, he can move. Big guy can move. This is really, really cool. As you can see, as I continue to play with it, I continue to find more things that I'm really enjoying about it. So I could sit here and do this all day, but I'm not going to do that to you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link in the description below where you can get your Voltron, and you can build all 16 inches of awesome 80s 40th anniversary 1980s 40th anniversary robot smashing good time here. Yeah, Voltron is great. Such an iconic toy, iconic television series. Just a hallmark part of many a childhood, and I'm happy to say that it feels pretty faithfully recreated here. This is a lot of fun. So whether you're a fan of the original Voltron, whether like me you just kind of know it due to pop cultural awareness, or maybe an older sibling that had it, or if you just like really cool robots and fun toys, Voltron is really cool. You can't really go wrong with this. It looks super cool, and it's really, really sturdy. I had him standing in the light box easy, no issues. He stood right up. Like I said, these ratcheted joints, great balance. He's got awesome weight to him. Really, really cool. So huge shouts to our friends at Playmates again for sending this guy out for us to take a look at. Super fun. And I'll put links in the description below where you can get yours. While we're talking about toys from the 80s, what's another toy line that hasn't been out on shelves in a while that you'd love to see maybe even our friends at Playmates tackle? What are you excited for? Let us know in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that subscribe button so that way you don't miss it when we post new videos. While you're liking and subscribing to things, make sure you follow us here at AIC_podcast on Instagram, on X, on TikTok, where we're constantly posting toy news, deals, availability, anything and everything that we think would help out the community. And then, of course, the podcast. So Adventures in Collecting, you can find us wherever you find podcasts. Simply search for Adventures in Collecting or hit that link in the description below, which will take you to our website, and you can find links to all of the things that I just mentioned. And as always, let's let Voltron send us home here. Ready? Until next time.